Icelandic exploits in The World's Strongest Man didn't die with John Paul Sigmarsson, though. After winning in his first appearance in 1991 and coming second in the following 2 years to Ted van der Paar and Welshman Gary Taylor, Magnus for Magnusson would go on to dominate the 90s, much as his countrymen had the 80s.
To win The World's Strongest Man first time was something special, because I was invited as a reserve because John Paul got injured. Not so many people were expecting the reserve guy to come in and win.
I saw Magnus Ver as one of the greatest strongmen in history because of his talent, his practice, his ability with the events. He was flawless. He was quick, and in some races very fast and strong enough to beat the strongest guys on points.
Ver Magnusson always had the reputation of a very technically correct champion, but there was one mistake that would haunt the Icelander. Worst of all, he made it in his home country.
I should have won 5 titles. I only got 4. And the reason being is I should have won when it was held here in Iceland. And it came down to the last event, which was the Husafell stone carry. And I did the mistake. I picked the stone up too high on my chest, so it was blocking my view. Couldn't see where I was going. So I decided to kind of, stop and try to, lower the stone a little bit. But instead of lowering it, I dropped it. So that costed me the title that year.
And he's losing it. The Husafell stone is gone.
Ted van der Paar got that title. So that was the luckiest day of his life.
Ver Magnusson would be without his crown for the next 2 years. After van der Paar's tenure as champion, Welshman Gary Taylor won the title in Orange, France, a stunning location. One of many over the years in World's Strongest Man. As the tournament travelled to Africa for the first time, Ver Magnusson was determined to regain his title. That failure 2 years earlier in his home country seemed to push the heir to Sigmarsson's crown to new heights.
Everything came down to the stones. 3 guys could win, and I win the stones.
This one is for the title. 29 seconds, Herbold, Keary and the rest are beaten.
Ver Magnusson wasn't without great rivals. Manfred Herbold, Riku Keary and Gerrit Batenhorst were all worthy opponents, but they all suffered from a common flaw.
Most of the guys have all got their strength and some weaknesses. The trick is to have almost no weaknesses.
After his 3rd title in 1995, Ver Magnusson travelled to Mauritius a year later, knowing that victory would see him match John Paul Sigmarsson's record.
Magnusson again. He must get this one up.
Ready?
To keep the
Another
pressure on
faultless
the
display
feet
gave
and
Magnusson his
the
4th final victory.
You've got to
Of the
get in a
19
solid
crowns
position to start, and he's done
8
it.
have gone to the tiny country of
That's
Iceland.
tremendous.
The guys from Iceland are totally unreal in strength. They come from such a rich genetic history of warriors. They're ready to work with their hands and bust their back every single day and think nothing of it. So to have 4 wins back-to-back, Magnus Ver, John Paul Sigmarsson, to me it's not unexpected.
Iceland has had some great champions in the past, but this man may well go down as the greatest ever.
His strength wasn't that great, but again, his tenacity, his will to win, to stand on that podium and take that trophy was greater than anybody at the competition, and that's why he took 4.